Previously in the last session, we seen that how we can create the item masters through the style master data for the fashion garments and other footwear. Also, we supposed to do the same thing. Further to it, obviously we having a challenge with the bill of material because in standard bill of material, obviously that kind of functionality we don't have. But in FashionNS, we are having this option to define the fashion product bill of material. So for that, in merchandising itself, there is a tech pack option available, which is the menu. And in that, three things are available, which we are going to see today is measurements, bill of material, and routing as well. I'm going to cover first the measurements here, and then we'll go to the production operations and routing, and then the bill of material. Because we'll require the operations in bill of materials. So now I'm just showcasing that the measurements of the garments, how we can, define the measurements of the garment. In a way, there can be a different kind of the garments and different kind of the head of the, measurements heads can be there. You can see that hips to bottom hem and center front and center back. What are the measurements for each, size of the garment? So how we can, define these heads? So that heads we can define it in the, general tab itself, and you can see here there is a measurement heads available. Before going for that, I just want to showcase exactly what measurements are and what is the measurement, what kind of measurements should be there or like can be there. So in a way, this is the bottom wear, and in this bottom wear, you can see this is vest, this is the rise. Again, what is the thighs? Thigh. What will be the thigh measurement of this particular garment? This is the outseam length. What will be the length? So all these kind of uh, product to product things will get changed, but in bottom where there can be a outseam length and bottom hem will be there, and also the inseam also can be there. You can see here. But apart from that, if you are dealing with the dresses or kind of the other dresses, because product is changed, so measurement, how you can take a measurement so that things will get changed. You can say the point of measurements from which location to which location of the garment, what will be the measurements and what is the measurement head are. So that measurement head can be, there can be a different measurement heads according to the product, so that we can add it here in the FashionNX general and measurement sets. Right now, you can see that around 18 measurements which are related to the dress actually that has been added here. In case the product is different, like bottom. So as I mentioned, we can add inseam length as well. So inseam length as well. And as and when you add it, you will be able to select that particular inseam length here. So why this is required? That is the question again. In garments or like in many of the products, in terms of the accessories, in terms of footwear as well, each and every the size of the product is having a different measurements, and the point of measurements can be a different one, which we can call as a measurement heads. And in that, so what system provide us that all sizes of that particular product, how it is coming. Basically, I'm going to create one of the measurements in front of you here so you can understand how we are going to create the measurements. Example is that we can add it based upon this. item group and item type, we can create a measurement. And this was our green text was the bottom where which we created earlier as an item, or that there was this one was there. So in that, what we have to mention as example, we can say that what is the inseam. Again, when we are mentioning that, so inseam can be a like for size 28, inseam is around 20. Okay, 20, we can say 20, because 4 inches will be go up from the above side of the vest. So in that way, you can say that for inseam is 20, but because this is for the size 28, there can be a size difference, column is available. So for 30 size, it will be not remain same. In case in that 0.5 inch is going to increase. So in you can see that the 0.50 is entered here, but you can see in each size of the garment that their difference got added, and according to that you can see 20.50, 21, 21.50 and 22. So accordingly that measurement is got added. So this facility available. Apart from that, there are inches and centimeter, both UMs are available. Apart from that, while entering the differences, that facility also available. Just because why when they are like making the entries, so feasibility of the entry should be like this only, because their difference generally they are entering, customers are entering just the what the difference between two sizes, and based upon that further the differences should system picked. So one is that, and you can hide these columns while making the entries. Okay, just wait. So you can hide these columns while making the entries. Apart from that, you can capture these, the measurements according to the part of the garment. So in case you are having you are having the two-piece garment like top and leggings, so in that case you will be able to maintain the two-piece parts measurements here itself, because that particular product is single product which is set. And in that case you want to customer want to maintain the both parts measurements in a one measurement chart itself, so that can be maintained. So in this way the measurements can be stored in fashion itself. Obviously this will help them in terms of when they are going to make the production. These are the expected measurements which can be, but later on based upon this, what are the actual measurements are coming from the production like floor, that can they can, because that is a physical activity that they can like monitor against this measurements which are maintained in the style master against the style itself.